Hi everybody. How are you today? Tired. Okay. I heard tired. Fine. Are you happy with yourself? So today I'm sad to tell you that I'm tired, and I'm really depressed. So to avoid the situation, I choose the topic, how to beat depression in 21 days. But it is possible, and I've tried it before. So I'll do it again with you, with your family that is in depression actually. So let's start. This theory of 21 days is created by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. He's a plastic surgeon that finds that people are adapted with his new body after 21 days. So we will apply that theory with our habits and our routine. So we will start. We will divide the 21 days in 3 weeks because it's 3 weeks, all right? Okay. So the first week is take care of yourself, because when you're depressed, you're feeling so alone. You also feel so tired, so empty, and you do not want to do anything. You're just sad, but you don't know why. You can choose the challenge you want about yourself, but for me, I advise you this because they're the more effective that I've tried. Day 1, learn more about depression. Call a psychologist if necessary, but first of all, learn more about it to be sure if you're in depression or not. Day 2, practice sport. Why? For me, practicing sport gives me dopamine, and it's the case of all of us. So when you practice sport, you get dopamine and you will sleep well, so more rest then. Day 3, archaeology of emotion. What is archaeology of emotion? When you were a kid, you were happy to watch movie, right? Yes, so we have to do this, and you will find the happiness again. Or if you're not really fan of movie, you just have to look at the album photo of your family, for example, or an old book that you loved before, and so on. Day 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, it depends on you again. So for me, I decided to clean up my house, for example, my room, all of the things that surround me, because cleaning makes me feel better. And write down your feelings. Why doing that? When you write down your feelings, you share your feelings with the paper and the pen, so it will be more easy to support. Meditate during 5 minutes. For me, for example, when I meditate, it's a kind of connection with myself. So time for myself, I take care of myself when I'm meditating. So for example, you can also take a bath. Yes, it's also great if you can make a time for you by taking a bath. Second week, socializing. Why is it important? Because when you feel free with yourself, when you're feeling well with yourself, and you agree with yourself, you can socialize. When you're depressed also, you need to socialize because you're feeling alone. When you're feeling alone, you need someone to avoid that. So when you socialize, you do not limit yourself to your family, friends, and human beings. Maybe with it's okay with your environment, also with your family, with your cat also, or a dog if you love animals, your rabbit. But for me, I choose to connect with the nature first. So what I do is, for example, go in the forest and take a rest there. Say the day 2, I talk with a friend, I share it with my friends. Maybe not about depression, but because when you talk too much about depression, you will never beat it. And a psychologist. Why a psychologist? To be sure first that you're really in depression, and to have medicine to avoid anxiety and something like this that the depression causes. Share feeling with family you trust in. It's work like with the paper. When you write down your feeling, you share your feeling with the paper and the pen. But right now, you have to share your feeling with someone that will answer you and advise you. Explore new environment. As I say, the socializing is not only about people. So new environment will help you to avoid routine. For example, if you have to go to the university each day, just avoid the university for today and go swimming, for example. So it will break your routine and make you feel well again. Last week, time for project. You have to plan each day of your week to make it different. For example, I use a bullet journal to plan every day of my week. Today, for example, Monday, I will do sport. Tuesday, I will read book, and so on. But you have to choose one activity per day. Do not repeat it to avoid routine. A mood tracker to track your feelings. How the mood tracker works? For me, I use a paper because I love writing, but you can just have to download an application on your phone or your computer. But the main idea is to check how you feeling today. For example, this evening when I'm going home, I will ask myself how I'm feeling today, and I will color the case of the day in the color of what I'm feeling. For example, red, because I'm really happy to be there today. I was happy, I'll color it in red. So in the end of the month, I will have the track of all my emotion during the month to conclude how was this month and to improve it the next month, and so on. Short-term challenge now. When you do short-term challenge, you plan something new first, because a challenge is to overcome something that you never done before, for example. So I choose to draw, for example, because I'm not a good drawer, but this day I decided to draw a beautiful flower. When I do this, next time I will be motivated to do something new. What else? Plan your holiday. Yes, it's maybe you're tempted to think that it will be too far, a holiday, but it's not important to plan a holiday in Mauritius or something else. We're in Tana, for example, we just have to plan a holiday in Woodwood during a weekend, for example, and to swim, to eat something good, and just like this. But you do not have to spend a lot of money for that. And try something new you never have done before. Why? Because it's for adrenaline. Adrenaline will help you to overcome the depression and watch the sunset. For me, it's a kind of rest watching sunset. I'm peaceful with myself when I watch sunset, because rest is very important if you want to fight against depression. And why I write DIY? Because DIY is kind of something new for me. It teaches me new thing every day. So new thing is good to break routines. So I think it will be the end of the tips I will give you. But the most important is to break routine. So I will advise you to break the rules and enjoy your life. Thank you.